Hello again, good to be back, and today, sorry, let me just get myself comfortable here. I'm not going to waste any time because it's been a while since I did a plant haul and that video seemed to have done really well. So it's clearly what some people want to see, and I love watching plant hauls, don't get me wrong. Since that last video, and it's been quite a lot, someone's going to have to stop me. I can't stop buying plants, but I'm not just buying any old plants, I'm buying special ones to me. And I'm going to stop talking with my hands today, so let's stop that now. Let's stop. Without further ado, kick-starting this all off with plant number one. Anthurium wallrock. The worst word in the world to say, honestly. He's getting a lot more friendly these days, so I can do a video soon with him actually. I'm looking forward to that. The bird, that is. I point there, it's like my partner in a cage. He's really friendly now. Anthurium wallrock. It's a mouthful, I tell you. It's spelled W-A-R-O-C-Q-U-E-A-N-U-M. Honestly, I'll put all the plants in the description below. This plant has been through it. So when I received it, packaged beautifully, this is from the Rare Plant Shop from Kaylee Ellen. But this is beautiful, long, dark, velvet leaves, almost silky, this one. Velvet comes in different types in the plant world, and this is more silky. This is the dark form in long. Now, it came and it had two leaves, not these two, but it had another one out from here. And that one started yellowing, and I think I gave it too much light. These are very sensitive. And I have a little bit of a nodule here, so I'm hoping that what I get is the third leaf. But this plant also has been dropped, the soil has fallen out of the pots, it's just been heartbreaking. It's been a bit of a journey, so it's still going and I really appreciate it a lot. It really brings me joy, this plant actually, I look at it a lot. It's in a plastic orchid pot, and what I've actually done to all of my plastic orchid pots now is I took a soldering iron or like a drill or whatever, and you can create holes in the sides of your pots for increased aeration so that mold doesn't grow in the soil, because now it's becoming winter. That is a bit of a problem. You ready for mukbang? This is really good kimbap, by the way. Kimbap is Korean sushi. Oh, can I be really honest? Most of these plants are going to be from the Rare Plant Shop from Kaylee Ellen, but some aren't. I mean, like in the UK, we don't have loads of options for rare plants. I've got eBay, I've got the Rare Plant Shop, I've got Rare-Aroids, which is a new shop, and I'm going to link him down below. He has just started his shop, guy based in London, and he gets beautiful stock, and I can't wait to see what he gets in the future, so please check him out. He is, yeah, he's got some really, really good stuff. Plant number two, Philodendron Nerium. Okay, so this very much looks like Gloriosum in its adult glorious form. This was on Kaylee Ellen's sale portion of her launch. So it wasn't in the main launch which she just did. This is a little sale launch she did previously, and all of those plants were either a little bit damaged by transit or weren't looking their best. And Philodendron Nerium, if you look at it online, it has this really beautiful deep, I'll put some pictures everywhere, this beautiful deep green in the leaf, but it also is very voluminous in the front. It looks like it's like a heart, and I absolutely love that, and I just can't wait for this one to do the same. A little bit wrinkly, it's a little bit different in the coloration as well, which is really interesting. It's like a green and a lime green together. I don't know if that's yet to develop into its darker colour, but I'm really, really enjoying it. So we'll see, but I hope it grows really, really well. It looks like it's got a nodule coming out. It's still nice and green and healthy, and the stem is robust. It's not feeling flimsy or weak. Fittingly, moving on to plant three will be Gloriosum, and this one is a bit battered, I know. This leaf is going to be on its way out, I've got a feeling. But that doesn't really upset me all the time. When leaves die off, actually, what I find is all that energy transfers back to the roots, and it can gather up all of those nutrients from the soil and then regrow into something really beautiful. So that's what I think is going to happen with this. But this is Philodendron Glorioso. Again, part of the sale that she had on her website, the Rare Plant Shop, Kaylee Ellen. I'm going to say, how many times am I going to say Kaylee Ellen in this video, honestly? This has a beautiful nodule that I'm actually just noticing right now, and that looks like it could be the beginnings of some new growth. So Fingers crossed for this. I love the McDowell and I love the Gloriosum, but I think I like the McDowell a little bit more. So this is a plant cutting my partner brought from me from Russia. And I've yet to identify what it is. I've been contacting some groups that I'm a part of just to specify, to identify what this is. It's really beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's like a round leaf, long lineolatum, which I have in my previous video you saw, but it also gives me Philodendron Nerium vibes a little bit, but it's not as pointed. Someone just said to me this could be Anthurium sp or some sort of Pachyneurium. So if anyone knows, please let me know. I don't mind not knowing for now. It's not going to bug me that much, but I do believe it's Anthurium. Just by the way the root system looked, it was very tentacles, thick tentacles as well. So it didn't give me that aerial root node vibe that Philodendron does. It gave me something else, and that was this. I thought it was Philodendron at first, just due to the kind of thickness of the leaf. Anthurium sp or Pachyneurium. We'll see. Number 5 is, love this one, Anthurium metallicum, and I had this on my wish list. So when I saw it for sale at a cheaper price than what it's normally going for, but literally it is stunning. Look at those, like, 2 peaks of the leaf. It has some burn, but I don't mind. Like, this is what happens looking after things that are alive. Like, you know, things get battered. So do we. Like, we get scars, we get injuries. So do these guys, and it's okay, you know, that's what we say makes us beautiful. So I think that actually adds beauty to the plant, and it looks really nice, I must say. Even with the cut, I don't mind. I'll put the picture in, and I was doing some research about Anthurium metallicum, and oh my god, in the wild, this plant is massive. Oh my gosh, it is unreal. Moving on to something a little bit more humble, so to speak. There's actually 2, and they're in the same family, but they're just differently, I guess, variegated. So they're not particularly rare, they're not particularly anything crazy, but I'm falling in love with Aglaonema. Aglaonema Commutatum in 2 different variations. So I have a pink one here with like this lovely white stemming, if you can see that, and it's got some flecks of pink through it, and then in the leaf there's green mottled and lime green mottled, and then there's pink on the outer edges. Just love. I think it's so beautiful, and they're really easy to look after actually. I'm not having any problems with them at the moment. They are fresh, but you know, they're in plastic pots, and I think that plants that like a little bit more humidity actually like being in plastic a bit more. This is what I'm understanding anyway, in my experience. And then the other one, which I love, look at that. So simple, so beautiful. Looks like Aglaonema pictum tricolour, but it's not. But it's really easy to look after and really easy to get hold of, and it's inexpensive here in the UK. I mean, there's so many different variations of them as well, so there's lots to enjoy. Moving on to plant number, I guess those count as 1 combined, so this will be, that was plant number 6. This is plant number 7, so we're making our way quite well today. It's in a glass jar. I'll open it up. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'll do some close-ups for you. This is Begonia Amphioxus, and it's like a little bit of a rare begonia, so to speak, and it really likes a lot of humidity, and I didn't think this was going to make it. I plonked it in the soil and called it a day, and lo and behold, it sent out bloody roots. I was so surprised, and they're healthy, they're white, and they're fuzzy. That's always a good sign. And it's staked up, but it's just, its leaf is so beautiful. I love this one. I just like anything that I can put in a jar like this. It's really, really cute to me, and I just really like its pattern. Polka dot. I'm just a big begonia fan, actually, to be honest with you. I got this off eBay, actually. This was a cutting sold by someone on eBay for a tenner. £10. Compared to what you pay for some rare plants, this is a rare plant and it was a tenner. So, love that. Really rewarding, really easy to grow. I have to say, it's one of my favourite plants of all time as I get more into what I am working with in my collection. And this is plant number 8. Number 8. Oh. Philodendron Glorioso. Oh, I am in love, and especially the adult form. When they become more mature and they show off this big green leaf with almost these horizontal lines through them, and the really tall peaks at the top of the leaf, just where the petiole meets the connection of the stem. And I just think they're absolutely beautiful, really deep, rich green colour in the leaf. And I'm actually getting a new leaf just here with this one, and I just love it. I've actually got my eyes on the variegated version. What a joy, I love this plant so much. So yeah, Philodendron Glorioso. This was from Kaylee Ellen from the Rare Plant Shop. Duh! We're getting close to the end, so this one is not really rare, so to speak, but for me it's quite special because I think it's quite beautiful, and it's actually taught me how to learn to love the things that I didn't necessarily like at first. Philodendron Laciniatum. So this is more that kind of Florida ghost kind of shape, but with some more spiking on the leaves. And I find this really interesting. I mean, I really never liked it at first when I first saw plants like this, but over time, I think now actually having one right here, it makes me think, you know what, actually in their own right, they're very, very stunning, and they're very different. I don't have anything like this, so it's nice to have something with a different shape. And I only got this one really recently, and this again was a cutting from my partner in Russia, in that petting zoo I was telling you about. I kind of like this one. I'm excited to see the journey of where this one grows and how it grows and what it looks like with new leaves and things like that. So yeah, down to our last plant. It's so beautiful, honestly. Oh, that was a good moment. Oh, look at that. Philodendron luxuriance El Choco Red. This is from Kaylee Ellen, and I brought this one a while ago, and I think I got this with the wallrock, so I think they came together. Oh my gosh. The growing process that I've had with this plant has been so enjoyable. Number one, because it's velvet. Okay, velvet heart-shaped leaf, can't ever go wrong. Deep green, shocking green veining, which you can see through the centre. And then when you turn it around, party in the back is the red. When this comes through with a new leaf, this red is like a bright pink, kind of like a melanochrysum new leaf. That kind of colour, and it's just breathtaking, and it shines through to the front, and it's just a beautiful plant. And I had 2 leaves when I got this, and now it's come through with the bigger 3rd leaf, and I think we're on our, yeah, we've got a little baby bud just down in the growth at the bottom, the undergrowth, let's call it. So we have to round this off with number 10, and I'm going to insert clips because I can't move number 10 right now, and you'll know what number 10 is because of my last video, or my last couple of videos anyway, and it's the Monstera obliqua. I mean, what a joy. That plant has been really interesting to watch. I've seen it day by day increase its new growth, and it's happy. I'm so glad that that plant is enjoying its environment. I'm constantly like watching it, looking after it. I missed it when I stand near it. I run my fan on it when I can just to keep aeration going. I've also released some springtails. Springtails are an isopod, and what they do is they eat any mould, leaf litter, anything that you don't want in the soil, and they'll keep all of that at bay. That was really recommended to me by Plantophiles, who sold me the plant, and he is so helpful, and I really appreciate his help with all of that. I'm going to round this video off. It's been a journey today. I've really enjoyed showing you guys these new collections, or collection pieces that I have. I always love doing these kind of videos, and I guess coming next, as the bird is now playing with his toy, is I'll do a video with him. So until next time, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure always, and I love making these videos for you guys. So have a lovely rest of afternoon from wherever you are, or morning, or day, or night, or sleep.